You ever feel like the childlike wonder of opening packs full of random cards and sticking your favorites into a deck has been sucked out of the game? Decks today are all about optimizing hand trap ratios and playing the most optimal strategies possible, but where's the fun in that? In this series, we're trying to get to the highest rank in Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, Master 1, by only opening Master Packs after every single win. But since we have already reached Diamond, we have entered Master Mode. Now we take 2 Master Packs after every single win. Credit to Cimo and Hausman for inventing. Playing Master Duel Masochist makes me feel like I'm playing a totally new game. But do you know what else can make you feel like you're playing a totally new game?
Are you ready to take your Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel play experience to a new level? The Untapped GG Companion is here for you. Use the deck tracker to know exactly what cards you have in your deck, and to go over any cards you aren't familiar with yet by hovering over them. It instantly updates when you draw a card, and automatically hides if you check your extra deck or graveyard. This is the perfect tool to help you master a new deck. The Untapped GG Companion also lets you import decks directly into the game in seconds. Copy any YDK or YDKE deck string, create a new deck in game, click the Start Auto Import button, and let us take the wheel. Once the duel is over, check your win rate on your personal stats page. Brag among your friends and share your decks so they can import them into the game too. Start your path to master today by downloading the Untapped GG Companion at ygom.untapped.gg.
Alright guys, we are back with another episode. Last episode we actually had some really interesting pulls. We pulled Isold and Royal Rare for that matter. We pulled a Royal Rare Isold last episode, which is actually kind of crazy. We do have to evaluate if there's some kind of an Earth deck that we can potentially build here. There definitely is. Also, I just realized we have Electric Jellyfish, which is a water extender. We have 2 copies of it now. So that might actually be going into the Marincess deck now that I think about it. That's not bad. Actually, yeah, if we play 2... That's not actually terrible. That's a decent extender. If we play 2 copies of Electric Jellyfish and then 1 copy of Legendary Ocean, we can basically get a free summon of a water from our hand. It's actually not terrible. If we have Umi, it's a negate. It's not the worst card ever. So we have that, and like I said, Warriors, we haven't touched Warriors in a really long time, but I might build a Warrior deck because Isold is the greatest Warrior ever printed, and we obviously not only have it Royal Rare, and we have a ton of equips like Moon Mirror Shield and stuff like that. So there's a very, I would say, this is not like a crazy chance, but there's a decent chance that we actually are able to use this card. We'll just have to see. Alright, so here we are in Platinum 2. We're going to continue playing the Diamond deck. It has been performing, I would say, fairly well. I mean, we are in Diamond 2 with a deck that most certainly shouldn't be in Diamond 2. It's a random pile of cards, and everyone's playing Blue Eyes right now and a bunch of other crazy stuff. So there's a fair possibility that we might struggle today because we are pretty high. Okay, we lost a coin flip. All we have is a Ghost Ogre. Now they're probably playing, I mean, this means so many things. Let's see, you can send a fairy, increase this card's level. I could Ghost Ogre this. What would a Ghost Ogre this even do? I mean, he wasted his normal summon, I pop this, and I could Ghost Ogre this. I don't even know what this is. The problem is there's so many different decks this could be. This could be Drytron. This could be Voiceless Voice. This could be so many things. It could be beneficial in certain decks and not beneficial in others, so I'll just let it slide through. But, like, there's so many. This could be Drytron, Voiceless Voice. This could be, it's probably Voiceless Voice. He increased his level. I mean, I could have just popped this card. So you can tribute that. See, I should have just popped it. He wouldn't have been able to do this. But again, he could have just been playing Drytron. He could have just been playing like a million other different decks. So actually, Ghost Ogre there would have been a really good play. Honestly, that would have been a really great play. And now it's like, what's the point? If I destroy this, this card gets special summon back for free anyway. You know, this actually really sucks. So now he gets to place that. I guess I can Ghost Ogre the Barrier. Yeah, I'll Ghost Ogre Barrier. But realistically, looking back, I should have Ghost Ogre the Diviner, because then he wouldn't have gotten this out, and then he would have gotten this out. So I actually would have avoided both of these things getting summoned if I had Ghost Ogre the Diviner. But this, again, it's Master Duel. There's no way to know what my opponent's playing. It's also, technically, this is kind of like a Game 1 situation, so there was no way for me to know what my opponent was going to be playing. But I definitely, if I could go back in time, I would have had Ghost Ogre the Herald there. Now, Chaos Angel, okay. That isn't a massive concern. He's unaffected by monster effects, okay. I'm going to have to deal with that somehow. Okay. Okay, so how do I deal with that? Okay, he's gonna activate that guy. This destroys himself and, like, does something in the end phase. Yeah, something like that. During the end phase, add a ritual, return this card to the hand. Okay, yeah, sure, okay. And he added the prayers, okay. Endymion. So he's unaffected, he's 3,500 attack. How in the world do I out that? He's unaffected by monster effects, and he's 3,500 attack. Okay, I'm gonna have to be a little creative here. How do I out that? That's a great question. How do I out that? I mean, I could out that with Wonky Quartet, because it's your opponent's monsters. This is your own monster. I could do that. I could do Wonky Quartet. I think there's any other out that I have in circulation right now that would work on what this is. Yeah, I don't think anything else works. Alright, so let's start with the Shathana then. Yeah, I don't think anything else we have works. Unfortunately, I hope they don't have Max C. That would suck. That's life. That's life. I could have defissured, but it wouldn't have mattered anyway. But I could have defissured, but they would have just chained Max C to it anyway. Yeah, they would have just chained Max C to the defissure regardless. And the other reason I didn't activate defissure is because I wanted to leave Shathana as an option. Shathana's graveyard effect, of course. Even though this guy's unaffected, I wanted Shathana's graveyard effect to be at least an option for us. Now, what does this do? Target cards up to light rituals, destroy both. Okay, so that can destroy both. Normal summon this. I think in this case, he doesn't have any effects right now. Actually, this might be annoying later. So actually, I will get rid of this trap card if I can right now. And he's going to be able to special summon. He's going to summon the Skull Guardian. And we're going to attach the spell trap card pop because I'm trying to bait stuff right now. And he's going to chain her in graveyard. Yeah, this is not looking good. Yep. This is not looking good. I guess we'll go with her. Target itself to pop the trap card. He could probably just pop the trap card, pop both my mom. Never mind. I guess we go Dimensional Fissure now. He's going to probably bait this out. Actually, I didn't even need to activate defense. Okay, never mind. It's fine. Okay. Sure. Whatever. We'll go Wonky Quartet. We got to hope this Wonky Quartet goes through. If it does, we potentially win. If it doesn't, then we lose probably. So we'll just summon the Wonky Quartet out. This is unaffected by everything. Activates. He's still drawing off Max C, which is really unfortunate. But that's life. Nothing I can do about that. So we'll activate this effect. His negate doesn't even do anything about it. There's nothing that he can possibly do about this, which is nice. Okay, they're going to activate the effect to negate. None of that matters. My monster. The first line of text is that my monster is unaffected by other card effects. We get 2 trap cards and 1 monster, which means 3 monsters. We have to get 2 monsters off the top of our opponent's deck. Now we just go to end phase because there's nothing else that I could possibly do. We got to just hope he gets 2 monsters under this Wonky Quartet. If he does, then we can potentially win. If he doesn't, then we lose. We don't even probably lose. We just straight up lose because he has a ton of damage. Yep, he does not get. Yep, he goes back to us. I don't have any more interruptions, so I just lose. That sucks. That was a Hail Mary situation. I really couldn't. There's just too much. He had a monsters unaffected by monster effects. And then he had voiceless voice stuff. And then on top, yeah, there's nothing I could have done there. And Max C was like probably the worst part. Even though he didn't benefit from Max C, it was just on top of that he was drawing. So I really couldn't overextend. Alright, we lost a coin flip. This hand is... Oof, damn, that's going to be whack. This hand is not good, and then he's activating Bonfire, which is, of course, Poplar. Oh, man. Man, I hate these duels sometimes. Damn. Now he's going to go full Snake Eye combo. And I'm be honest with you, there's another one of those situations, like, I hate to say this, but, like, literally, Wonky Quartet might actually be the best play. Like, I'm already seeing that Wonky Quartet might be the best play, and that really sucks. Because when our Hail Mary play... Oh, and he's got Rescue Ace cards. When our Hail Mary play is our best play, it's already off to a bad start. He's going to go, yep, he's going to add Warrior Monster, Lifter. He opened Bonfire and Reinforcements of the Army. We have a few of these Rescue Ace cards ourselves, but we never seem... I mean, the deck's too high rarity for us to have everything. It's a little too high rarity. This is one of the most unfair cards. Turbulence. When you can set 4 cards, it's like, even though the cards aren't that good, 4 cards is a lot of cards. Like, eventually you're going to be able to do something with it. 4 cards is just honestly kind of excessive. All right, they're going to go IP. Yeah, they're going to go IP. They're going to go Link 3, probably the Princess. What's her name? Promethean. Yep, she's here. Yeah, these duels are the tough duels. These are the toughest of the duels. It's like... Man, what a board. Alright, so that's their end board. It doesn't look like it's too crazy, but it most certainly is very crazy. He's got the Ambler Whale, IP. The second I summon, he has a response. So I'm going to summon Endymion right off the bat. He's already activating probably Promethean Princess right off the... He can just activate it, pop my monster. Summon Aura, you can summon this. Yeah, target one monster your opponent controls. Special summon. Yeah, sure. Okay, so he's going to summon a monster in his own graveyard. He's going to summon back the Preventer. Nope, don't have anything yet. Special summon out this dude, the Sage. Again, my only play is to get to a wonky Quartet. That is my only play right now. It's the only play I have. It's unfortunate, but it's real. Yep, he's going to target one of my monsters to flip him face down. I have no choice but to activate Forbidden Droplets. No choice. I'm going to go with sending Right Hand Shark because I don't want him to be able to respond with monster effects. And I'm going to go with... Actually, I want to negate this IP too. That way he can't just go into a Unicorn or something real quick and then end my entire existence. So I'll just go with those two. I'll confirm. Yep. He has Call By. That is totally irrelevant. Oh, but now he can activate IP because he activated this, and now he can activate the IP. Now he can activate Extinguish. Now he can activate IP. See, this guy is just too good. This guy is too good of a player to be in this rank. Like, he really is. Like, he absolutely should not be here. His deck's too good. He's too good of a player. He knows the game too much. There's no point for me to even choose anything. I have no plays. I have one guy and a lost win. Like, he generated way too much advantage for me to possibly come back from. Okay, we finally won the coin flip, and the hand is not good. So the only card we could possibly draw off of this is, what's his name? This guy. We need to draw the Ascended Sage, dude. That's the only way we can really do anything. We have 3 trap cards that are decent, but nothing crazy. So we can go with Artemis, activate that, search, and then we'll search out Zorora, and then we'll be able to pop draw. And hopefully we draw, like I said, the guy. Or we could draw, I guess, another trap card that's decent, so we'll pop draw. Nope. Another card we did not want. Right Hand Shark. I guess we'll leave Photon Advancer. I think we just set 3 pass. Embarrassingly enough, we set 3 pass. This is another card that has been, honestly, kind of like... I've been considering taking this card out. In a lot of matchups, it just does nothing at all. I don't know why. It's just like, it's been so bad in so many matchups. He's got the Lacrima. Actually, I'm going to put Chaining on. Yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put Chaining on. He's going to send something, or he's going to send... Actually, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to activate Destruction Durama. And the reason I'm going to do this is to book this so that he can't make the Link 1. And if he can't make the Link 1, he can't put that in Graveyard. And he's, for some reason, playing also Centurion. Okay. And discard Nibiru to summon something. Again, like, this is the Master Duel special, where it's like, I think I'm playing against Fiendsmith, and then they go, psych, I'm not actually playing Fiendsmith, I'm actually playing Centurion. So I waste my interruption on the random Lacrima, and I end up having to play against Centurion, which does not require a normal summon. So he's going to summon that. I'm going to definitely Fiendish Chain this to get it stuck here. He doesn't have another monster, so I'm going to do this, get rid of this, and we still have another Fiendish Chain. We got to deal with these monsters. The Primera is negated. He doesn't have another monster. He can't Synchro Summon even with the field spell. So this is stuck. This is stuck, and he's probably going to end his turn. The problem is we don't have a ton of advantage, so we got to make things happen right now. Okay, this game is cool. Alright, good. We just have to, okay, lost wind's not bad in this particular matchup, probably. We'll summon out Zorora. Yeah, we'll summon out Zorora. We'll flip the Endymion. We're going to use all of these, which is cool. We can out this as 1200 defense. We can out this as 1600 defense. So we'll activate this. And we'll get the little girl. Ninurino or whatever her name is. Get her. Equip her. This will allow us to pop the field spell, because the field spell can be annoying later. You can also, the face down I'd say is probably imperm. If I had to guess, the face down is imperm. But we'll pop this. I'm more afraid of this card than imperm. This is advantage every single turn. Never mind, I forgot. Primera. What prevented this from being? Cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects while you control a Centurion monster. Of course. Like, why do you... It's my fault 100% for not reading. I take responsibility. But, like, why is that on there? Why is that on there? Like, dude, this is 4 paragraphs. Why is this on there? That really sucks. There's no reason for that to have been on that card. There's no reason for that line of text to be on. Why would you make a field spell that protects itself? Like, at least have some interaction. That is just outrageous. That's another thing that's annoying about Centurion. There's so many cards that, like... There's so many cards in that archetype that protect themselves. So now he's going to destroy that. I mean, the trouble here is... If I attack the Lacrima... I'm kind of stuck here. If I attack Lacrima and out it... Then he has the graveyard set up for next turn. But the problem is, if I don't out it, he can just make the Link 1 anyway. So it doesn't matter what I do, because no matter what I do, he can still do that. But I guess, okay, we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. I mean, we get our monster back at least. Yep, we get back the Centurion. This thing, we're gonna get the. We're gonna get Magistus back. The Zorora. He's gonna activate the Fiendsmith Engraver. Shuffle that back. Special summon. Alright, he's gonna summon out Engraver. Yep. Now he's going to go full Fiendsmith combo with the Requiem. Requiem's another one. It's uninteractable. Neither of these two cards do anything about Requiem because it's a quick effect to tribute. So the only way you could do it is if you have an Axe or Call By or something like that, but we don't. So unfortunately it just doesn't, it's not interactable. He's going to activate the Lacrima again. He used this effect already. This effect is irrelevant. I mean, I can actually just Fiendish Chain this again. This will prevent him from sending. I mean, what's he gonna really send here? I don't really. Yeah, it's fine. I'll just negate the next thing. I don't care what he really sends. I will just simply negate the next thing. So he sent another Engraver, which is fine. He's probably gonna make like a Link 2 here or something like that. And that I can just negate with the Fiendish Chain. So yep, he's going to make Sequence. That's the one that fusions. So I'm going to let him activate the effect, and then I can either Lost Wind or Fiendish. I think I'm just going to... He wasted his normal summon. I think in this case, I'm going to... Did he use this already? I'm just going to Lost Wind this, so that I can Fiendish Chain if he summons a Centurion card. This guy gets to go full combo twice every turn. He gets the full Fiendsmith combo, and I have to stop that. And then he gets full Centurion combo, and I have to stop that. So I have to stop full Centurion and full Fiendsmith. And now I'm stopping full Bestial. So that's unfortunate for me. He's going to Bestial Magnamut. Target my Artemis. Okay, sure. Yeah, there's no point to Fiendish Chain the Magnamut. Alright, he's going to summon the Bestial Lubellion. I could... This will let him get a branded card. It's going to get kind of annoying. But honestly, I don't think it's really a threat yet. Yeah, I don't think it's really a threat yet. The next card's probably a threat. So, yeah, this I probably... But he's already got the level 12 Synchro here. I mean, this is... Even if I negate this, he's got the level 12 Synchro. I think I have to be realistic here. I am not winning this duel. He's got 3 engines. I'm wrestling 3 engines with it. I'm not winning this. He's got Fiendsmith, Centurion, Bestial. I can't beat all 3 of these engines, especially when he actually has drawn into all of them and none of them negatively interact in any way. Okay, this is what my opponent was playing. Again, he only plays 1 copy of Bestial Lubellion. But he opened it at a very, very good time. Yeah, this is what he was playing. He only has such low ratios, but it's like he just drew everything in a perfect like order. We could realistically, we just couldn't stop everything that was happening. All right, we just lost the coin flip. My opponent's playing Tier Elements. They milled pretty decent already. Yep, they milled pretty decent. Should all beast. It's gonna let them draw a card. This is going to let them add a Tier Element trap card. Yeah, today's been rough. It's like I don't know what to say. Yeah, I don't know what to say. No one ever bricks. Everyone goes full combo. Things have been just tough. Been tough for us today. I'm trying my best, but sometimes you just play non-stop meta. Some days you play goofy stuff and you have fun and everyone's smiling, and some days you just play non-stop meta, or sometimes it's not even meta. Sometimes it's like tier 2, sometimes it's tier 3, and regardless of if it's tier 2 or tier 3, like this stuff is difficult to beat for our deck. Like look at our hand. Like be realistic. This is very difficult for us to beat sometimes, and obviously I'm always going to try my best, but it is tough to beat this stuff sometimes. It is, because it's like their decks are primed to beat other meta decks, and our deck is a lower power level than that. So their deck is built to beat the best, and we're not even the best. We're like worse than the rest. It's gonna be tough for us. And sometimes I don't know. It's because the only reason I don't instant scoop in these ranks is because realistically we're in platinum right now. So, and the good thing about platinum is it's like, if you lose, you actually go down. If you're in gold and you lose, nothing happens. If you're in gold and in platinum and diamond, you actually lose your rank. So sometimes our opponent will play and they'll just mess up by accident. Oh man, now they got the Fiendsmith engine. Great. Yeah, look at this graveyard. It's absolutely stacked. Today we've just been losing non-stop coin flips. I think I'm gonna scoop this one. Like, what am I? Every game today has honestly been like wonky quartet. Fingers crossed, wonky quartet. That has been every single duel today. It's actually been really, really difficult for us. So I don't really know what we're going to be able to do here, but every single duel has resulted in wonky quartet having to be our best play, which sucks. It really does, because I don't want wonky quartet to be our best play. I want us to make dynamic and creative plays. It's not when you summon wonky quartet, that means that like it's over. Like nothing else good is going. He's gonna go Pilgrim Reaper. Oof. Detach. Send 5 cards. Yeah, I'm gonna send stuff from the top of our deck. We don't get any of the cards that benefit from being a graveyard, like Lost Wind. That's just totally pointless. None of the Tenyis. It's mad random shit. He's got a bunch of things himself. Yeah, realistically, I don't think... And we're wasting time. We're wasting precious time that we could spend, like, doing something else. Because this is just... This guy's going to go on. And on. And on. And on. And then he's going to set up a board that is borderline unbreakable. And my best bet is to summon Wonky Quartet. And let's be honest, he has a graveyard full of tier elements. He's just going to be able to recover past that. Okay, so we won the coin flip. We drew not a single special summon. Not one. Not one special summon. So this Gravekeeper's Commandant better, unless he has an Ash, has to. Nope, he has an Ash. We didn't draw a single special summon. We drew every single brick we have. No special summons. Awesome. Awesome. We finally win the coin flip. And he's got Imperm. And he's got imperm. So we'll activate this. We'll see if he'll let us even do this. Honestly, we're drawing a random card. We're searching and then we're drawing a random card. And I hope that random card is good enough. Add Zeraora. And we'll activate Endymion. Yeah, he might even have a... Does he have a Droll or something? He definitely has imperm. Activate this to pop. He should have already impermed. Bystial Magnemite has to be amazing in this duel because nothing else in this hand is playable. So we'll put back this. We'll leave this for Zeraora. And we'll just end phase. This is all I have. I have an Endymion on the field. And Bystial Magnemite has to be perfect. Otherwise we lose. But we had Gravekeeper's Commandant. And he's playing Ice Barriers. Which means, unfortunately, that this duel is over because I don't have a single interruption. This one is already crazy. This one is the one, tribute one other effect monster, special summon 3 token. This is full combo on his own. He has the other water monster. So, he can already get to the level 10. I have no interruptions because Bystial Magnemite is useless here. Gravekeeper's Command. Honestly, I don't even know if Necro Valley would have even made a difference. It would have made a difference long term, but realistically, he could just make close to a Trishula anyway. Again, we just drew like 4 bricks. Like, what am I supposed to do? We drew 4 bricks. He's going to draw a card. Yeah, I have to be honest with myself. I can't win this. I have 4 monsters in my hand that do nothing. Bystial Magnemite does nothing in this matchup. This actually really sucks. Okay, we just got demoted to a lower rank. Again, what am I supposed to do? I win the coin flip. I have unplayable hands. I lose the coin flip. My hands are decent, but not good enough to break like a meta board. So it kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Okay, we lost the coin flip, and the hand is nothing to write home about. And we lost the coin flip, so we're in Platinum 2 now. Hero lives. This is full combo for sure. Damn, it's when you lose the coin flip and brick, you know that shit is rough. It's him at Blaze Man. Okay, we might have a chance here. He's summoning Blaze Man to start. We might have a chance. We also have Bystial Baldrake, which could or couldn't come. I mean, maybe against the Malicious, it could be decent. We'll have to see, but yeah, we'll have to see. Against the Malicious, that's not the worst card in the world. Bystial, yeah, against the Malicious, against the Phoenix Enforcer, Bystial Baldrake could be somewhat decent in certain situations. Alright, he's going to summon out a Stratos off the normal summon. Hero lives, Royal Rare, Stratos, Royal Rare. This, whatever lower than Royal Rare is, I don't know what that is. Evil, damn, this guy might have close to a high rarity deck. I could Bystial Baldrake that. What's the point? No point to do that. Might as well wait for him to do something else. Alright, this guy's going to discard Elemental Hero Neos. He has the Evil Assault. So he's playing Evil Hero, the new Evil Hero stuff. Heroes get so much support. It's like outlandish how much support they actually get. It might be the most supported deck of all time. It really might be. I think it... No, it's not. Performer Pals are. People always whine about Blue Eyes and Dark Magician, but in reality, Blue Eyes and Dark Magician actually don't have that much support. The decks that have a lot of support are are Heroes, Performa Pals, DDDs. Like, those decks have outlandish amounts of support. He's going to banish that to special summon from his hand or deck another Evil Hero. Like, this is just insane. And not only that, like, Blue Eyes is one archetype. Dark Magician is one archetype. Whereas Heroes are all played together, but they're like 5 different archetypes. So every time they're like, oh, there's new Vision Heroes. Oh, there's new Evil Heroes. Oh, look, there's new Elemental Heroes. But in reality, they all get played in the same deck. So when you add up every hero that's available, it's absolutely excessive how many there actually are. You can activate Dark Fusion again. What I probably realistically should have Bystial Magnemited was the Sinister Necrom. Actually, Baldrake. They should have Baldrake this Sinister Necrom, which would have avoided that. But I don't really regret the situation yet. And activate. Yeah, he's going to add another Dark Fusion. He's going to add Dark Supremacy. Yep, Polymerization. again, like, unfortunately, the best play in my mind right now is the best play in my mind right now is Wonky Quartet. And that's really sad. That really is extremely sad that the best play we have lined up right now is Wonky Quartet. Because it's like, what else am I going to make? I don't have anything in the extra deck that I'm going to make a Time Thief into this. Like, I'm going to make Rhinoceros into this. I'm going to make, what? Galaxy, Photon Dragon, looking down. Like, look at what we're looking down already. Like, just in raw attack power, we're already in trouble. Yep, he's going to activate Miracle Fusion. Infernal Rage. The only other scary thing about Wonky Quartet is this guy might actually fill up the entire field right now with monsters. And if he fills up the field with monsters, we can't even use Wonky Quartet. We can't even get it over there. He's going to add Favor Contact. I hate that card. That card is so broken. It basically just cheats out any hero you want for no reason whatsoever. It's like, why do you get to special summon some insane hero? Because the card says so. That's why. Damn, he's going to summon Karibo. He activate Destiny Fusion, which, by the way, he didn't search, which means he opened Destiny. He opened Stratos, Destiny Fusion, and Hero Lives. We're playing against Jaden. He really opened those three. I was going to banish the Malicious, but I'm actually going to save the Ball Drake for the Phoenix Enforcer. I'm going to save it for that. This guy's deck is outrageously high rarity, too. Like, really high rarity. He might be like a max rarity hero player, but we'll look afterwards. Yep, he's going to banish Malicious to summon Malicious. Yep, that's expected. That's what I thought he was going to do. Again, I could have Bestial Ball Drake that, but I'm saving it. If I was going to Bestial Ball Drake anything, it was the Evil Hero. Yep, he's going to activate to special summon Malicious back. This deck is outrageously high rarity. Destiny Hero Malicious. Again, I could have banished that, but I really have to save it for Phoenix Enforcer. This is actually the problem that we're going to have to deal with at some point. The rest of this is just kind of whatever. They're just extenders. They get them more hero monsters. This we're actually going to have to deal with. Yep, Evil Hero. Yeah, these all have graveyard effects too. New one. Yep, he's going to banish to use the graveyard effect to set Super Poly. Wow. To set Super Poly. Okay. Yeah, banish this card for other monsters. Set Super Poly from deck. Okay. Well, that is quite something. That is definitely quite something. Set Super Poly. Okay. So from here, I think we'll start with the Shathana. We'll see how it goes. We'll start with this. We'll see where we can go with this. Yep, we're going to be able to summon the Shathana. Our attack is 0 because of Phoenix Enforcer. We'll also go Reinforcements of the Army. Yep, he's going to he's going to Ash Blossom the Reinforcements of the Army. Cool. Nothing I could do there. That's fine. That's fine, right? That's fine. He also has Phoenix Enforcer if he wants to pop things. He has other things too. Yep. Now that resolves short. Yep, Reinforcements, cool. I think we just summon this out and we don't activate anything. We just summon him. We don't activate anything. Hopefully our opponent lets that through. Again, I can't activate Necro Valley because maybe I should have activated Necro Valley first. I mean, it wouldn't have mattered anyway, but that's cool. I'm not even going to use this effect because I don't want him to randomly trigger that. So I want to just sneak into the next card. And the next card that I'm sneaking into is the Wonky Quartet. Again, Wonky Quartet has been our play the entire day today. We've been absolutely getting fried today. So I'm going to summon that, activate it. Yeah, it's probably the best thing to do. And then I think we will We also have the Necro Valley, which I'm probably going to activate. I mean, there's no point to activate Necro Valley because realistically, Phoenix Enforcer is... he has 1 foot out the door because I have Bestial Baldrake, and if I activate it now, he will just activate the Phoenix Enforcer anyway. So I think the Phoenix Enforcer is getting popped super poly. My monster's unaffected by everything. He's super polying his own cards because my monster's unaffected. Yep, super poly's fine. My monster's unaffected. Nothing of relevance. Yep, he's going to fuse his own cards. Darkest Night. And I'm going to attach some cards. Unfortunately, not a lot of monsters. Not as many monsters as I would have liked. I'm not going to activate the Necro Valley because it turns off my Bestial Baldrake. So I'm going to hit the end phase. And if he tries to use Phoenix... Well, Phoenix Force is going to destroy himself for sure. Yep, you can destroy a card you control. Again, my monster's unaffected by everything. So if he tries to destroy itself and that, I will just... Yep, doesn't matter. None of that matters. Yep, destroy that. Unaffected. He's going to activate the effect of Phoenix Enforcer. And because I don't want to have to deal with it anymore, I'm going to activate the effect of Baldrake. He also activated this. If a monster you control is destroyed by battle or card effect, then this can special summon it. Okay, that's not happening. I'm just going to banish Phoenix Enforcer because he's annoying forever. I'm going to summon Bestial Baldrake here. He's going to activate Favorite Contact. Okay. Favorite Contact. Again, there's nothing that he can really do here to get rid of that wonky Quartet. Unless he fuses it away. There's nothing he can really do right now. That thing is stuck on his board. There's nothing that he can do. And he's going to scoop it up. I don't know what went wrong, but I'm glad I stayed in this duel. Time limit. Should have been faster. Okay, after a full day of losing, this is what our opponent is playing. Royal Rare Stratos. This comes Royal Rare for free. Liquid Soldier Royal Rare. Malicious Royal Rare. Plasma Royal Rare. Hero Lives Royal Rare. This is absolutely incredible. Phoenix Enforcer Royal Rare. This is a lot of Royal Rares in a deck that is very, very high rarity. Okay, let's open up some Master Packs. We get a pair of Master Packs today. It's off to a cold start. We were definitely off to a cold start today. But it's cool. We didn't get to open a ton of stuff so far, but yeah, I don't really know what to say. We've been really cold today. Gusto, Simorg, Monarchs, and Chronomaly, and we got a Sofa Chord card. We do have a ton of Sofa Chords. Maybe I'll look afterwards, but we do have a ton of Sofa Chords. We've been playing a ton of Sofa Chords from day one. We have their Link 3. We have a lot of Sofa Chord cards, so we could potentially be playing that deck if I can finally figure out what it does. Lamia, another Jizukiru, Hidden Fangs, Block Golem, and Steamroid. None of these cards are... Okay, let's quickly check what the Sofa Chord card does. Or what the Sofa Chord cards we have are. This one. We got a... Yeah, this adds a Sofa Chord. So this is everything we have for Sofa Chords. We're missing Elegance. We're missing Kulia. We're missing the Link 2. But we have the Link 3 and every single main deck card. Every single main deck card we already have. We have the entire deck. I don't know what it does. I don't know what the objective of the deck is. Every time I see gameplay, they go into other decks. So, like, they go into other archetypes. So, I don't know what the deck actually does. But we have the entire archetype minus 2 cards. So, it's kind of impressive. We're also missing this and this. I don't know how important they are. But based on the fact that it's a Royal Rare, it's probably very important. Alright. We just won the coin flip. It's not bad. Buzzsaw Shark, Photon Thrasher, Zorora. I guess we start off with this. That goes without saying. And now the question is, do we Buzzsaw? I think we save Buzzsaw. I think we just summon Zorora right now. Just activate this. Maybe bait something out. Target itself. Yep, hopefully search. Do this. Yep, we'll save this for later. Nope. Damn it. I just realized what I did wrong. I could have actually had 2 rank 4s. Damn it. I just realized what I did wrong. They could potentially Ash here. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so that's actually good, because then we would have Buzzsaw Sharked and lost it anyway. So that's fine that we did this. It's actually totally fine. So if they had Ash, then my and what I was doing was fine. Okay, so we can now make Photon. I think we make Photon, yeah. I think we make the Photon monster. And I think since we already have the Eternal Galaxy, we'll just search Photon Advancer. Definitely detaching Zorora, obviously. Photon Advancer to hand, yes. So now we have this follow-up and this follow-up, and I think we just set these two in pass. We have Crackdown and a Monster Negate. We just end phase, yeah. Our opponent did have Ash, so I guess it didn't really matter what play I made, so it's a good thing I did save the Buzzsaw Shark. Okay, we're going to rank up as soon as possible. That way we have a live monster negate. Make this dude Photon Lord, and now we have Photon Lord Crackdown and pretty decent follow-up, honestly. Photon Lord Crackdown, decent follow-up. Is it like the worst ever? It definitely is doable depending on what deck we're playing against. It is technically only 2 interruptions, but they're decent interruptions. So they're going to normal summon Lone Fire Blossom. See, this is the perfect example. Like, he wasted his normal summon. I could just activate Crackdown right now. He wasted his normal summon. I just take this monster. I don't know what else my opponent has, but I can just place this on my board, and if he doesn't have a special summon, I just potentially ended his turn there. It really just depends on if he's got anything, and he does have something. But in a lot of cases, that would have been a turn ender, but we still have a monster negate, which is cool. They're playing... They've got Human Winds. They're playing Aromas, which is fine. I don't know. It could be in a pure Aroma deck, which would be really cool. Or they could be playing... like some kind of a plant pile deck, but there's no way to know for now. Everything he's played so far has been an Aroma card. And he's going to add Rosalina. I think this deck is really cool. Played pure like this. Yeah, I think this deck is really, really cool. The Aroma deck just pure. And then he's going to gain some... Yeah, I think he actually is playing the deck pure. That's actually kind of crazy. Yep, he's playing it purely. And he's going to fusion summon. Yep, nothing I can do about that. Again, I don't regret using the Lone Fire Blossom there. I don't regret that one bit. So he's going to banish 2. That was off a spell card, so there's nothing I could have done. He's going to Magnolia. 26. Okay, so our opponent's going to summon the Magnolia. This card's actually really good. Actually, really, really good. Yep, he's going to gain life points equal to the attack. He's going to gain more life points. Man, he's going to activate this. You gain life points. You can make all plant monsters you control gain attack. Oh, damn it. I mean, what am I supposed to do? And this thing can't be destroyed by card effects either. That sucks. How do I get rid of it? I guess we negate this. I mean, our monster's going to be gone soon anyway. Yep, detach. He can't be destroyed by card. They're always writing something like this unnecessarily on cards. And it's just making like I can't. While your life points are higher, yes, they are higher by 100 life points. Monsters, your opponent. Plant monsters you control cannot be destroyed by card effects. So if I do this, I can't even destroy it because he's 100 life points above me. Which sucks for me. I mean, I can negate this, but I can't destroy it. There we go. And again, I'm not really sure how I'm supposed to get rid of this card, Monster Reborn. Wow, okay. I don't really know how I'm supposed to get the rid of Magnolia. Like, I actually don't. Can't be destroyed by card effects, so like, what do I do? I can't do this. I can't do Sue Ship. I'm just going to do all that. Again, I can't do anything about this. Time Thief, maybe, and wait. That's like the only thing I can think of. Time Thief, hopefully get a trap. Like, that's terrible. Yeah, Time Thief, get a trap. Maybe Silent Honor Arc, take this. Like, those are the only things that I possibly have that could do anything about this. Yep, he's going to summon the Synchro Monster, the new one. I'm actually really, like, impressed that this guy's playing this deck pure, because nobody plays this deck pure. It's always a plant pile deck. I'm actually, like, really actually kind of impressed. Okay, he's going to set a card. He's going to go to battle phase. I am going to lose my board for sure. Yep, I might as well activate this to grab something. Might as well. Might as well. Yep, I'll grab Summoner to hand. Yep, might as well. We can actually bring back Photon Lord next turn, but he won't have a monster negate. He'll just be kind of there. Okay, and then he'll attack with this. So now we have to get rid of Magnolia, but we also have to get rid of the sweet Marjoram. So we have to get rid of both of these cards somehow. Fiendish Chain. I mean, Fiendish Chain's not terrible. Fiendish Chain's not terrible. Okay, so we have Buzzsaw Shark, Galaxy Summoner. Guess we start off with the Buzzsaw Shark. The Buzzsaw Shark should get us somewhere. I don't even know where. Yeah, we'll do this for sure. We need an Xyz monster. Target itself. Yeah, this is like it slipped a little bit out of control. They did a lot. I don't regret any of the cards that I negated or the card that I stole off for Crackdown. I think I made the right play, actually. I think I actually made the correct plays. It's just they had so many extenders that it made it very difficult to continue. They're going to add a little girl. Discard this card. Target on a roam and you gain life points. Okay. Okay, that's fine. So we're going to summon Right Hand Shark. So they also have, if you gain life points, target one face of monster, we're going to destroy it. So they can discard this, gain life points. Activate this, destroy a monster, and then I can't really do anything. Yep, one face of monster. Damn, that's really good. Target your card your opponent controls, destroy it. Yep. Honestly, as much as I want to stay in this duel because I think it's interesting, we lost this one. It's a wrap. There's nothing I can do. I don't have any more plays. The duel is, unfortunately for me, unfortunately it's over. Okay, this is what my opponent was playing. They were playing a Aromatherapy deck or Aromage deck with a little bit of Bystials, no Magnemite. Why? I don't know. Why Swords of Revealing Light? I don't know. I'm honestly impressed that they actually played this deck pure. Like I'm actually so impressed, and I don't even know what other word to use. Like I am just so it's almost like heartwarming when you see somebody like playing just a pure deck the fun way. They just load up everything in the archetype and they have a blast. It's not some insane pile. It literally is just the archetype. It's almost like, it almost brings tears to my eyes because this is exactly, I don't want to say this is exactly how I would play it because I certainly wouldn't be playing Swords of Revealing Light and Call by the Grave at 2 and no Magnemite. Like I definitely wouldn't be doing this, but it is kind of cool that this is the way that he's playing the deck. Okay, we lost the coin flip, and my opponent is playing, what is that? Springens? Is that a Springens deck? No, this is just branded. It's just branded with a different field spell. And my opponent has activated brand. Okay, they branded Bricked. Okay, that's good. We have Fiendish Chain, we have Solemn Warning, we have Ghost Ogre, we have some good stuff. But we don't have any free special summons. So Endymion is going to be Endymion Beatdown right now. So I can draw or I can search or I can pop with this Endymion. I don't even know which one I should be doing. I guess we'll activate this. Maybe this is an imperm. They negate it. We'll see. But we can search Zorora or we can just pop like Branded Lost or New Frontier. Or like, no, we don't want to Ghost Ogre our own card. This is going to get annoying later, so we might as well hit him with this. Actually, no, I wasn't trying to do that, actually. Funny enough, I actually was trying to click on the Papa Spell Trap card. They have Fiendish Chain and Solemn Warning, so I guess if they get started, if they draw like Brand Diffusion, we can negate it. If they draw Luber, we can negate it. So like we have ways to negate things, so that's fine. Ghost Ogre, no, I don't want to Ghost Ogre my own card. We're going to Swords of Zorora. And yeah, again, I don't know what my opponent has here. Alright, so this is a good little trade-off we have here. So we're gonna do this. I'm gonna pop the Artemis, and then again, I don't know what my opponent has here. It's an imperm. I don't know why they're imperming now. They should have impermed earlier, but I mean, it doesn't really matter now. So I guess if we had used the other card, it wouldn't have mattered anyway. So it's a good thing we did that. So he'll negate that, but that doesn't actually matter all that much because all that's stopping us from searching is Aurora. But realistically, we'll just search Aurora next turn anyway, since that stays on there. So we'll set, pass. end our turn. Again, I was trying to pop this card, but the positive thing here is if he normal summons a Lubert, we can stop this. Or if he... Actually, Solemn Warning. We have to be careful. Solemn Warning. If he activates Branded Fusion, I cannot Solemn Warning it. Okay, see this, I can Solemn Warning, and I will Solemn Warning. Not that this does anything of relevance, it's just a big monster that hits the board. So, I think it's smartest for me to Solemn Warning this, because again, I cannot Solemn Warning like Branded Fusion anyway. I literally cannot do it because of Branded Lost. I can't stop any spell that Fusion summons. So the only monster worth stopping... Abyss Steel, okay. Well, that sucks. That sucks. Okay, he's going to Abyss Steel. It is what it is. It is what it is. Abyss Steels are annoying. He's going to summon Druid Worm. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, that sucks. Yep, battle phase. I can definitely negate this, which is nice. But I'm going to have to deal with this Druid Worm regardless. Druid Worm is another one. He's kind of annoying to deal with. We're going to definitely Fiendish Chain. I want to save this monster. The Endymion for sure. I want to save Endymion for later. Because I actually have Zorora in hand anyway. Because I searched it. No, yeah, I'm going to save Endymion. That way I can summon Galaxy Summoner, use another Zorora effect, pop this. Like I have more versatility by having more Zororas. And yeah, that's better this way. So we're going to draw Fiendish Chain. I'll take another Fiendish Chain. We'll definitely take another Fiendish Chain. Max C. That sucks. That definitely sucks. But things are moving in the right direction, I think, actually. So we're going to normal summon... I'm not going to let him draw. So I'm going to normal summon Zorora. Activate Zorora. Target itself. Nope, we don't want to Ghost Ogre ourselves. We're going to attach the Iowas. Make him 25. Don't want to activate this. Don't want to let him draw. Activate Endymion. Yep, attached to itself. And we're going to add her. And what the hell does this do? If your opponent's ritual summon, add one Fallen Valbaz, special summon Fallen Valbaz from your hand, or add one. Okay, so that. And then Branded Lost is only good if he fusion summons. If he doesn't fusion summon, it doesn't do anything. But he has to fusion summon to have any relevance whatsoever. So I have to pop at least one of these here. I have to pop one of these. I don't even know which one. What am I going to Exceed summon? Later on. So I'll pop it later on. We'll activate this. Target. Oh, we could target this right here. No, you target itself. Pop this. Damn it, I actually didn't realize. I should have actually searched with this first. I'm dumb. I should have searched with this and then pop this. That was dumb of me. I actually never even knew, because we never had this many things attached. I didn't even know you could do that. So then we'll activate. And we'll pop this to draw. Okay, Torrential's not bad. Put back Endymion, since he's kind of pointless now. And this was not, neither of these are special summons, so I think we just go to battle phase. We can crash this. He can't activate because neither of them were special summoned, and then we attack directly. And we did another 13, and then we have Torrential and Fiendish Chain to follow up with, which isn't bad. And we have Ghost Ogre, so if he does do something with this New Frontier, we can just Ghost Ogre this card anyway. So if we do summon a rank 4, we could just Ghost Ogre New Frontier when he activates it. So we have that. We have double interruption. So we are in a decent spot. It just depends on what he has. He's a branded player that bricked, and we're just, you know, we're kind of our own thing. But he's basically, that's probably, if I had to guess, a hand trap. Hopefully a Max C. Buzzsaw Shark's pretty good right now. Buzzsaw Shark is pretty good. Yeah, so we will definitely be summoning Buzzsaw Shark. We will definitely be activating the effect of Buzzsaw Shark. Yep, 100%. Activate that. Target itself. Yeah, we'll target itself. I was possibly going to do Endymion, but no, I'll target itself. Summon Right Hand Shark. Cool. Nope, don't want to do that. Special summon. Here we can go. I guess we want Monster Negates, right? Because we can always go Time Thief. He's good in these situations, but we kind of want a Monster Negate right now. Yeah, we kind of want a Monster Negate because that would really solidify things. Because then we have Torrential plus a Monster Negate and a monster that can be destroyed by card effects plus Fiendish Chain. He can activate New Frontier, but I'm definitely going to Ghost Ogre at 1,000,000%. That's why I reserved it just for this purpose. Yep, he's going to activate that. Activate Ghost Ogre, 100%. So we'll Ghost Ogre that. Yep. So this will get popped before it can actually resolve its effect, and that won't resolve. Cool. So now we activate this to search. We'll detach Buzzsaw Shark, and we'll grab out the Eternal Galaxy. So now we have even more plays followed up here. We really built a lot of advantage. I'm going to guess, we're in a battle phase. I'm going to guess this is either like a Tragedy or a Max C, but it could also be an Ash Blossom, which is a lot of defense. So I'll just attack over this just so we can do a lot more damage. Okay, so an Ecclesia. So it's a good thing I did that, and then we'll attack directly. He has no fusion monsters or anything like that. If I was him, I wouldn't have even done that. I would have actually just saved this, and I wouldn't have set this. I would have just saved it, hopefully drawn another monster and fusion summon. That was actually really dumb on his part. I would not have done that. We'll put Chaining on and go to end phase. But this guy might be kind of a newer branded player because they did just drop all of this new branded stuff. So he might not be super familiar with the deck. He simultaneously might not be super familiar with the deck and also be a person who bricked. So he might be in like double trouble here. We'll activate Eternal Galaxy. The good thing about branded is unless they draw like branded fusion, it's like they don't have a ton of one card. It's like branded fusion and Aluber, like those are like their one card combos. A lot of branded is like 2-card combos. They're very consistent, but a lot of them are 2-card. Like if he draws Aluber right now, I'm kind of good because I have Fiendish Chain and I have number 90, so I have the monster negates to deal with it. But realistically, this could get dicey. He's going to summon Blazing Cartesia the Victorious. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. That is fine. That is... Wow, that is like... Usually they don't have... Usually they don't put... Yeah, see, I don't know. Do I save my monster here? What's my follow-up? Because I'm trying to win next turn. I can normal summon this. So special something back. Yeah, I think I just Fiendish Chain this. I want to win. I'm going to Fiendish Chain this, stop the attack. Then I can attack over it. Summon another monster. Yeah, I'm trying to win next turn. I'm not trying to draw this out. This guy's actually got like a pretty good deck. He just didn't open well. No, having an animation on a normal summon is actually kind of hilarious. Like it looks insane. Like when you can just normal summon a monster that automatically has an animation. Because usually the animation is a payoff for some kind of incredible play that you make in the game. But when you can just normal summon something and it just puts this crazy animation on, it's a little wild. We're gonna search Photon Advancer. Got Angel Statue. Okay, that's not good nor bad. It's just not really necessary right now. Galaxy Summoner. Don't have anything of relevance, so we'll special summon this out. Flip this to attack. No. Okay, yeah. For a second there, I thought I accidentally torrentialed myself. No, he scoops anyway, so that's good. That's another situation where it's like, I don't even... Sometimes if you're that deep in the game and you know you're going to lose, there's no point to even scoop. Just do your dailies. Okay, this is what our opponent was playing. They were playing branded. The ratios are definitely a little bit off, and this guy could very well be a new branded player, 100%. But it's not like... The real reason why we beat them is because they bricked. It's not because their ratios aren't perfect. This shouldn't be a 2. Like, this shouldn't be a 3. There's definitely ratio... 5-headed dragon. There's a lot of issues in here, but at the same time, we definitely... this is not a great matchup for us, but we managed to win. Okay, let's open up a pair of master packs now. We get to open 2 master packs, which is incredible. This could potentially have a super rare. We'll have to see. Yep, there it is. Parasite Paranoid, Flame Administrator, Amorphage Sloth. If we could summon that, it's a good card. Sunvine Maiden, Flower Guardian, and a Minefield Driver. Let's see what this is underneath. Steel Swarm. Dude, tribute. This attack position tribute one. Yeah, that's not happening. When this card's tribute summon, you can target one card, send it to the graveyard. Way too specific, not good enough. It's an alt era card, so it's gonna... It sucks, but it sucks for a reason. Well, the good thing is we have another pack to open. We have another pack to open, so we'll see what we get out of the second one here. And it's not glowing, but I'm still hopeful for Egyptian God Slime. I'm still hopeful for a lot of random cards that we need that are common. So, Cross-Dimensional Duel, Appliance Conversion, Anti-Kaiju, another Phantom Knights of the Helm, and Eidos the Squire. So, none of these are usable for us. Okay, so we lost a coin flip, and by the looks of it, it's another branded player that bricked. Branded regained a random card. I don't know what's going on. We have branded players that have bricked. Amazing hand. I hope they don't have anything to interrupt this reinforcements in the army, because if not, this is an absolutely amazing hand, and they don't seem to, which is great. So we're going to go Battling Boxer. We don't have a battle phase here, because we're using... This is so embarrassing. We have a battling... The card is a battle... It's a battling... This guy is a Battling Boxer card. They're called Battling Boxers. The card that he searches gives up our battle phase, Forbidden Droplets, on a Battling Boxer. Drive. This guy really bricked. This guy really bricked. The card that he searches loses me the battle phase. They're Battling Boxers. What kind of... like, why would you do that? Why would you do that? Now we can summon Bestial Magnamut because he used the driver. Okay, I'll do that. That's actually good too, because if I banish that, then he won't be able to use Gamma later, so that's perfect. So I'll do that. Druis Worm. Shit. Well, that sucks. That definitely sucks. And Druis Worm is really annoying to deal with. But we have Lost Wind. So Lost Wind can actually deal with Druis Worm. Well, that sucks for me. And he's going to target to draw. Okay. That also sucks for me. Okay. So, I think we just set 4 pass and end our turn. He's got some sort of response here. I don't know what he drew, but we'll go set 4 pass. Our hand... I mean, our back row is pretty good, so... Not only do we have Bestial Magnum, but we have pretty good back row. We can deal with a lot with our back row. We have both Solemns, Lost Wind, and Torrential, which is nice. If he attacks, this is great, because we have Lost Wind. We just cut that in half. It's actually like one of the best case scenarios. Safer. I'm actually probably going to just Torrential here. Then I get rid of all 3 of these. And this lets him add back a level 8. None in the graveyard. Yeah, I'll put Chaining on. I think we just, yep, get past this and then just Torrential the field. I'll take that. I think that's good math. Yeah, I'll just Torrential the field. Yep, destroy everything. I kind of want to use Bestial Magnum, but at the same time I don't, because I give him Branded Regained if I do. But I also do 2,500 damage and get 2 more cards. Like, I can put 5,000 damage on board if I use Bestial Magnum, but at the same time I also give him 2 cards if I use Bestial Magnum. So, yeah, Bestial Magnum is... Please just draw a monster. Nope, goes in. Do I use Bestial Magnamut here? I think so, because I just have so many negates that I can actually... I think I can actually deal with giving him another card. I'll get rid of Starleech Safer. I think it's worth it. Maxi. Oh my god, why did I do that? I just realized I did something stupid. Why did I do that? I should have banished the Druis Worm. Why did I not banish the Druis Worm? I'm so stupid for that, because now he can use Branded Regain. Why did I do that? Why did I do that? I completely forgot about the second effect. Why did I do that? Those are the worst plays. When you know, when you misplay and you still misplay. Like I knew for a fact that I was misplaying in that situation. I still did it. Like, it's so annoying. He's going to draw, and then he's going to be able to summon Druis Worm. So we're going to use our effect, sure. So we just go to battle phase. I probably should have just let things go and passed. I'll attack over this. Obviously, I lose my monster here, but... Yeah, I lose my monster, but I also get... At the end phase, I get a monster, so it's not the end of the world. Why didn't I just banish that thing? It's so dumb of me. End phase, yep, we'll add Baldrake. I mean, we're still in a decent position. Some way, somehow, we're equal in card advantage, despite him drawing multiple cards and playing a modern deck. We're still evened out in card advantage. He's going to summon Rocket Caliber. I want to keep him off. I want to keep him off the normal summons, so I'm going to go ahead and use the warning to keep him off of that. So I'll just warning that. I want to keep him off of Striker Dragon and, you know, the whole family of... Obviously, he's obviously playing he's obviously playing Dragon Link, so I want to keep him off of all of those cards right now. Unfortunately, he's going to banish to summon something. I don't know what. Okay, I kind of, again, want to Solemn Judgment this. I can also just Goes and match this. And then he's stuck under lights. I can also do that. I kind of want to Judgment this because then I keep him off. And he also, if this card's sent from field to graveyard, it never hit the field, so he can't get the Collapse Serpent. I kind of have to do this. Again, if I do this, I pay 3,000. It never hit the field. It never got sent to graveyard from field. So that stops the search, and it also stops the summon. What did I even do? Okay, oh, the card got banished. Yeah, sure. So he's going to banish, draw. Yep, drew a Swarm. Sure, okay. He's going to activate Dragon's Ravine. He just keeps going, this guy. Yep, he's going to discard, probably send Absorouter. I really misplayed when I did the Branded Regain thing. Yep, Absorouter. That Branded Regain thing was a major misplay. Because I could have still had the Druid Worm on field. I could have still had my Magnemite on field. I could have had... Yeah, that's probably the only difference is I would have had Magnemite on field. That's legitimately the only actual difference in what I did. Okay, he's going to send Chaos Dragon Levianeer. Okay. It's mad random. That's fine, though. That's random. Zorora. Do I have any spellcasters? Please tell me I do. Nope, don't have one. What is important is that I drew Zorora, which means that I can finally get rid of this Branded Regained, which has absolutely been giving him so much advantage. So we'll go with that. Yep. I'm not even going to do the search effect. I'm definitely just going to... Okay, he's going to scoop. All right, thank God. Yeah, I was about to pop the Branded Regained, summon Baldrake, and just attack, and hopefully sit on Gozen and lost win. But in the end, we won, which is nice. Okay, this is what our opponent was playing. They were playing Dragon Link, 650 card Dragon Link. Cool. I wouldn't say they kind of bricked, but it's tough to say that somebody bricked when every single card in their deck is a one card full combo. They drew just Branded Regained, and I imagine probably not Harpy's Feathers, but like Branded Regained and spell cards they couldn't use, like Call By, because it just does nothing against us because we don't draw the hand traps anyway. But yeah, this doesn't actually look that bad of a deck. Plenty of one card stars. This is probably one of the better decks that we played in the second half of today. All right, let's open up some master packs. We get 2 master packs since we just won, which is great. 2 master packs. Hopefully you pull something good. That was a nice and clean win there against Dragon Link. The yellow doesn't mean what you think it means. Sometimes it upgrades, sometimes it doesn't. It is what it is. I actually did upgrade this time. Dragoonity Course, Battle Tuned. Okay, target tuner in graveyard. Okay, that's not good. Call of the Archfiend. I remember this being somewhat good in Dark World. Target 1 level 5 or higher Fiend monster in the graveyard. Discard 1 Fiend monster special summon. That's not bad. It's a little slow though, even for Dark World. Red Eyes, Transmigration, Predaplant, Candle, Heroic Advance. Let's see what this is. We've got Mira Match. I don't even know what this is. I've never seen this card in my entire life. This card is so specific. Absolutely atrocious. Absolutely. It is so unbelievably specific. This card is literally only good if you're playing like basically the exact same deck. That's the only way that this card is good. It is, yeah, it's not good. It is only good if you're playing that. That should not be a super rare. That absolutely should not be a super rare. That should be maybe a rare, maybe a con. That should not be a super rare. That is way too high rarity for a card that is that specific. Way too specific of a card. This one has a guaranteed UR. Revendra Slayer, Synchro, Overtop, Ghost Trick. I don't even know. Oh, it's an Ancient Warrior card. Cool. Painful Escape, and the UR is Daigusto, the Eagle. Yeah, this is another. I mean, this is from, unfortunately, the Dual Terminal era, which there's so many cards in the Dual Terminal era that are just not very good, and they have URs for no reason. You can banish a wind monster from your grave or target face down, card your opponent controls. I mean, that is just, let's be honest, that is just not good enough. That is, this card should not be a UR. Absolutely not. It is just, during the end, like, let's break down how bad this is. During the end phase, you can activate. It's only during the end phase. You banish a wind, you have to have a wind in graveyard, and then you can target one face down card, only face down, and then destroy it. And so it targets, it's only face downs, it's during the end phase, and you have the cost of banishing a wind. You have to do all of that to destroy one face down card. Like that, there's no explanation why this card should be a UR. Like, there's just no explanation. The card is absolutely horrific. The only card that you could argue should be an ultra or a UR in this archetype is this, because it lets you OTK your opponent by attacking them with weaker monsters. But like, this card's just terrible. It's not even generic either. That's the sad thing. You need gusto cards to play. This is like, it really sucks sometimes when you pull URs like this, because they're not usable in any way. They're just terrible. Okay, let's open up a master pack here. I'm not master pack. Let's open up these tickets, the legacy tickets. Hopefully get something good out of these. Oh, that's cool. And Megalith. Megalith is a very low rarity deck, so as long as we keep pulling them, I'm happy. One day we might play Megalith, Collected Power, and Gen X. Okay, we got 2 cards. Something about equip cards not good enough, and a Gen X card. So not good enough for those 2, but I'm happy to see new cards. Whatever. It doesn't really matter, because we've been pulling so many repeats at this point. I'll take new stuff when I can get it. We've got that and that. Sure. Not really the best, but sure. Not really the best. We'll take it. Keldo. This little weirdo. And then let's see what else we get here. Nope, 2 commons that I'll never use unless I pull Ready Fusion, and then I can... That opens up so many... Actually, no, Ready Fusion doesn't mean anything. White Dolphin. It looks kind of cool. Never gonna use it yet. Ready Fusion opens up all of the fusions that are non-effect monsters. So this is everything we pulled out of here. One last thing I have to do. I have to scroll through all of the cards because the season resets. So I can definitely kind of show you guys the new stuff that we have available. Let me go do that. Okay, some of you guys have asked me to scroll through all of the cards. I'm going to scroll through everything just in case you guys want to build new decks for me to play. The season is resetting soon. So probably next episode we can play all new decks if we really want to. This season it's been tough. It's a lot. We've been running into a lot of meta decks, which is obviously very difficult when you run into meta decks, tier 1, tier 2, tier 3. Like, it's tough to play through this stuff because obviously our opponents' decks are synergistic, whereas ours are sometimes synergistic and sometimes they're missing cards, so it can be a little bit tough sometimes to compete with some of these decks, but I'm sure we'll be fine. There's a lot of cards that I think that we're not utilizing properly too. Like, we probably pulled a crazy pendulum pile. Everyone always tells me to play pendulums. No one ever drops a list for pendulums. When we do drop a list for pendulums, it's like I start to play it and we like brick. We don't draw the right scales and then things fall apart very quickly. But these are all of the cards that we have. There's a lot of potential decks that we can run. We have 2 Dragonic Diagrams too, but we're still missing... That's insane, by the way. 2 Dragonic Diagrams. We're missing, like, commons and rares to play True Dracos. We're missing the spell cards. We're missing Disciples. We're missing the one that lets you shuffle back 3, draw 1. We're missing the one that lets you draw equal to the amount of True Draco cards you pop. Like, True Draco is one of those decks we can definitely one day... That might be the deck that takes us over the top. The anti-meta deck could take us over the top. Funny enough, no one's ever suggested like a list for anti-meta. You guys have suggested like adjustments, but no one's ever suggested a list, which is kind of funny, because if you did suggest a list, no one's ever taken the time to be like, oh, this is how you should play anti-meta. You guys have built other stuff. But then again, anti-meta is kind of boring to watch, so I kind of understand why nobody wants to step up or step forward and here's an anti-meta deck. I mean, I don't think anyone really wants to do that, because most people don't really like to watch me play that deck, or I guess some people do. The other thing that I find kind of funny about this challenge is that certain decks we're pulling so many cards for early on into this challenge, and that's completely like fallen off a cliff. Like, for example, like we were pulling so many Cosmo cards at the beginning, and now we just like have stopped. Like, we have not pulled any Cosmo cards in so many episodes, but we used to pull Cosmo cards every other episode. Like, not only that, we pulled all the commons, all the rares. Like, we pulled all of the low rarity Cosmo stuff, and now we have not been pulling any of it. Like, we can't crack a Cosmo card. Not that Cosmos would be like a game breaking over the top deck that would like get us over the hump and get us into Masters, because realistically Cosmos are just not that good in modern Yu-Gi-Oh, because they are a little bit slow. But what else is cool about some of these decks is we have Super Poly, but only one copy. But we've pulled like Starving Venom. We've pulled so many Super Poly targets, and also Super Poly, which is kind of nice. So we could potentially use both of those one day. There's a lot of cards, like I said, I believe are underutilized in our deck. There's a ton of things that we could probably get away with using, improving. There's so many things that we could probably do with all of that. But we just have to kind of be intelligent about it and work on it. And kind of look at the cards that we have in our boxes here, or our trunk, as it used to be called in Yu-Gi-Oh! There's also got to be a better way for me to like share. I don't know if I can like publicly share my account in some way, where I could like show you guys what I have. Because the other suggestions that we have had is to have a software like there's like one of those collectors apps where you can put in every single card that you own. But I've tried to do that, but honestly, it is near impossible to actually do that. Like, I've tried to do that. We own way too many cards, way too many copies of the cards. To try to put it into a collector's app, it would probably take me a month of non-stop work to even do something like that. I think it's easier for all of us to just keep an eye on what we have and kind of like encourage each other in the comments. I think that's the best way to do it, because we have way too many. I'm going to scroll past these comments because these non-effect monsters, because realistically I don't think anybody's using it. The only one that's relevant is Mystic Shine Ball. That's the only one that is like, okay, you might actually need this. But those non-hollows, for the most part, I don't think any of us need to sit on. But yeah, there's actually a lot of archetypes that we used to pull a ton of cards for, and then one day it just fell off a cliff. Like, we used to pull a ton of Marincess, and then one day we just stopped pulling it. We used to pull a ton of not that, honestly, for Marincess, if you look at our Marincess pile, it's probably the deck that we pulled the closest to a complete, like, tier 3, like, I guess, rogue and above deck. The closest that we've ever come to completing an archetype is Marincess. I mean, look at our Marincess pile. I actually have it pulled up right now. Look at our Marincess pile. It's actually kind of insane. Like, we have 3 Seahorse. We have 2 Blue Tang. We have, we could add the Jellyfish to it, but no, we have all of the cards that you're seeing on screen. We're missing a second and third Piscals. Okay, fine. We're missing from the extra deck like one other monster, but like we have like almost the entire deck. We just are kind of like missing hand traps and consistency cards, things that we can't pull. Like, we just have to, got to get lucky with those cards. But we have a lot of stuff that we need. This deck is another one that could probably take us to Master. I don't know. It's an exciting deck. It's a fun deck. I might cut like a Fiendish Chain or something like that, and perhaps that's the way that we do it. Try to include every one of our hand traps that we have. I mean, I think this deck is already playing all the hand traps. We could play things like Phantasma is one of those annoying cards where it's like amazing until you play against... it's amazing in theory, and then you actually get into it. You load into a duel, and your opponent instantly just never has the thing that you're like preparing yourself for. So that's kind of one of the most annoying things about Phantasma. Like, all of a sudden you play Phantasma and no one drops a Link monster, and then you don't draw Phantasma, and then all of a sudden you're playing against Cyburst every other duel. So it is kind of annoying that every single time you have one of those specific cards, all of a sudden people are not playing that. But there's a lot of cards that we have. Actually 2 Lightning Storms too. Like, there's a lot of cool shit that we have now, and I could probably, this Marincess deck might be the one that takes us over the top. I'd certainly have to figure that out. But the deck is actually quite strong, the Marincess deck. It's just a matter of me playing better with it, but it's also a matter of, it's tough going second with Marincess. I think realistically, it just actually is tough going second with Marincess. It's not a deck that is conducive to going second. It struggles going second, and I would like to go second more efficiently, but Marincess is just not that great for it, especially when you don't have equalizers and hand traps and stuff like that, because then you just get cooked. Like, if you don't have equalizers, you don't have hand traps, it's actually very difficult to go second with Marincess, because the whole point of Marincess is you set up this board on your turn. You set up this board and you kind of sit on it, this towers, which we can't technically set up the towers, but you set up this unaffected monster that negates a spell trap card, and then you go to your opponent's turn. That's kind of the idea. And unfortunately, it's a little bit rough to assemble something like that when you're missing some of the cards. But let's remain hopeful. Let's build as much as we can. If you have any suggestions, put them in the comment section down below. And thank you for watching.